Hey everybody, it is great to see you today. It's a beautiful day, as you can see in my backyard, and my tulips are starting to show up when they're popping. I'll go take a little field trip and show them to everybody. And I'm thrilled you're here because it's a beautiful Wednesday. So today's topic, hey Tara, today's topic is about how to let go of the depression that's caused by a narcissist. If you don't know who I am, I'm Rita Hickman, a body-mind expert and a Shiatsu massage therapist. And my specialty, hey Peggy, is helping women who are in narcissistic or toxic relationships really get stronger mentally, emotionally, and physically so that they can take back their power and really create the life that they want. And creating the life that you want is kind of like the seed, the theme of today's video. Because I've been having a great time watching my series of Missing Links with Greg Braden on Gaia TV. And he's talking about many things that I already knew, and he's pulling them together in another way. And in a very, concise way, 20 half-hour episodes. I think there's 3 seasons, so I've got a lot ahead of me. So anyways, I got a text from someone, a personal message from someone who's dealing with depression because she just just broke off a relationship, or the relationship was broken off. Hey Lisa, with a narcissist that she's been in relationship with for the past 15 years. With this last Mercury retrograde, with all of the drama and craziness and mental illness that came to the forefront, I am positive that a lot of women are in the same situation. Narcissists either, went totally off the rails, took back their furniture, told you everything that was wrong with you, was leaving you for forever. They either went that route, or they were so crazy and off the hook with their anger that women finally, they'd had it. They'd had enough. So they drew that line and that boundary, and they said, this is enough. I can't take this anymore. Hey, Aurora. So a lot of women are in this position right now on this back end of Mercury retrograde. Hey, Kristen, just exhausted and depressed, and without any energy left, and looking back on their life and possibly the time that they wasted dealing or coping with the narcissist that was never going to change. We start looking back at our resentments and disappointments, and it can be pretty overwhelming. So at this stage of the game, you probably know that when you are depressed, there's a million different things that you can do. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of tools out there, from exercise to medication to whatever, that do help with depression. The problem is on the flip side, especially after all of this narcissist drama that's been going on, most women are completely exhausted. They're too tired to even get out of bed, much less go to the gym. And the thought is just overwhelming. And they're in this pit of depression and exhaustion because they're just quite simply worn out. Hey, Lynn, nice to see you. So quantum physics, I know I bring in science because I love science, has some things to say about this. There's some very good reasons to take the burden off of you, to let yourself let go of the depression and of the disappointment, and to start doing things that nourish and nurture you. So let me give you a little bit, some tidbits about how reality works. Hey, Kellyanne, when we are angry, when we are frustrated, when we're disappointed, when we are in those very heavy negative feelings, fight or flight, what happens is our DNA actually curls up tighter. And it doesn't replicate, and those emotions turn on the genes that will make us sick, and they turn off the genes that will keep us healthy. So when we're in that place of anger and depression and disappointment and frustration, especially if it's for too long, our DNA actually curls up to protect itself. When we let go of it, our DNA opens up. It's able to stay healthy, keep us on a healthy track, and it starts to replicate. It starts to breathe again. So when we let ourselves do the things that move us past the depression, whatever works for you, our DNA can actually open up and breathe again and start creating a different reality. I'd like to give you a little bit more science. They were doing these studies within the last 10 years. So they're not like right now, but they're also not too old either. Hey, Dana. In experiments, when something is observed, whether by a camera or by a person, the outcome of the experiment changes than if it's not observed. Let me say that again. If something is observed, the outcome changes. If something is not observed, the outcome does not change. So what does this have anything to do with anything? When our thoughts our thoughts create, physically direct the material around us, the matter that's around us. So especially, let's say, when Native Americans pray, they don't pray by saying, Great Spirit, give me strength. The best way that they pray is by feeling the strength and recognizing the strength that Spirit has given them. So let's say when they pray for rain, they pray for rain by feeling the rain, by going into their imagination and into their body and feeling what the rain is like in, between their toes and the mud. Hey, Wilfrida, feeling the rain on their hair or their head, feeling the chill and the wetness, seeing the crops that are growing. They go into their felt sense, their body and their body-mind, and they let themselves be very present with what reality would feel like, their ideal reality would feel like. So our focus and our intention is always physically creating our circumstances around us. And so it's very easy to really sit with the depression, to really sit in it and feel it. And that's important to do it for a period of time. But after that period of time, when you've grieved a little bit, it's time to start doing the things that help you let it go. It's time to take that weight off of you, because the thoughts that you're thinking are creating the external circumstances around us. Now, let's say quantum physics is full of garbage. Let's say it's fluffy bunny, scientists just making stuff up to entertain themselves. Let's say that could be true. If you hold on to the depression, then you've got no chance of creating the reality that you want. But if you let go of the depression, you at least have a chance. You have a chance that maybe they're right. Maybe you can, create a reality with your thoughts. Maybe by feeling what it's like to have a loving, wonderful relationship. Maybe praying in that way of acknowledging and owning and feeling what love and kindness and compassion feels like. And we all do have those experiences in our lives. Someone opening a door for us, a perfect stranger, or a kind moment, even from the narcissist, or a situation where we felt at least cared about or loved. We all do have those experiences. And so you can tap into that. Tapping into the feeling of what it's like to be loved and nurtured and cared about and valued. What a good relationship looks like, or what a good work relationship would feel like, where you're validated and successful. It's not about projecting out and trying to see it visually of what would I look like. It's about, what does it feel like when I feel confident? What does it feel like when I feel loved? And letting yourself sit and almost marinate in that for a while. When we do that, those thoughts, those body, mind, felt sense, that's what starts to shape the matter and the reality and the circumstances around us. It not only changes how we interact with somebody, what it does is it changes the physical reality. It changes people's decisions. It changes situations that will come up in the future. How else do people go from idea and dream to reality? Just think about all the amazing technology that's out there, the miracles and the insights people have had. That's come from their own thoughts, because they let themselves be present to those thoughts and believe that it was possible, know in their bones that it was possible, and so it was created outside of themselves. So if you're struggling with depression right now, especially because you're worn out from being beat up, from all of the craziness, from mental health and narcissists and toxic people that have just been bombarding you lately, If you're completely wiped out and you need a good reason to start doing the things that will help you deal with that depression, that will move you past, whether it's the vitamin D or the sunshine or the walk outside or petting your dog, if you need a good reason to let go of it, it's because you have a much better chance of creating the life that you want, that fulfills you and nourishes you and moves you forward and brings you to your highest height. You have a much better chance of fulfilling that when you do the things that help you let go of that depression. Because it's so easy to look back and think of how much time you've wasted dealing with somebody else's drama, how they've hijacked your life because, you know, you've been the side effect, you've been the collateral damage from their emotionality and their mental illness. You know, it's so easy to look back and feel just disappointed and like you wasted your life, precious, important years of your life. And that's true. You may have. You know, we can reframe this in a fluffy bunny way all that we want of how good and wonderful it can be. But in reality, there were other things you could have been doing. There were other realities you could have been creating. So now's your chance. If you continue to hold on to it, if you let it weigh you down and not do the things that will make you feel better, you've got no chance. Your DNA will stay all curled up and it won't be able to replicate and go out into the world. But if you let yourself let go of it, if you let yourself take today as today is and move forward, you've got, according to quantum physics, a tremendous chance of creating the reality that you want, of having the relationships and everything that fulfills you. So look at it that way. If you do nothing, then you'll ride it out and things will stay the same. But if you let it go, then you have a chance to create something that you really want. Lynn says, so as with dreams, I want to experiment with creating a different ending to an event. Let the main character fight back. So energizing. What if? Yes. You know, I had a mentor that worked with sexual abuse survivors. And what she would do is she would help recreate the experience, but help the survivor have a different ending, to feel and in real time, physically, feel a different ending. You know, so they would hold her down and she would struggle and get away and escape. Or they would come at her with that anger and she would say, no, enough, that's it. You know, and when we do these things, when we let ourselves kind of role play, because our body doesn't know the difference, literally, your body does not know the difference between things that you let yourself be in, like that prayer for rain, or, you know, or things that you imagine. It doesn't know the difference between being in the rain and doing a really good job feeling like you're in the rain. It doesn't, it does the same thing. So if you let yourself be present physically, you know, let yourself skirt around the edges of some of that fear and anxiety and depression, you know, let yourself be with it in a safe space, and then ask yourself to have a different experience. Now, I worked with a woman the other day, and one of the things we talked about is that she wasn't quite ready to stand up to the narcissists in her life. And that's where a lot of people are at. The cognitive leap between where you're at and where you want to be can be pretty big. It's pretty huge. But you get to practice, because it's like a muscle. Standing up and speaking and having a voice and being authentic, that takes some practice. And you get to practice in small ways. You get to, let's say, join a yoga class and decide for yourself in the yoga class what you want to do and what you don't want to do. You get to practice listening to your body. You get to practice setting boundaries and honoring your experience. And when you practice it in easy ways, like a yoga class, or telling a friend, you know what, tonight I want to stay home, or speaking to somebody that you work with, you know what, I would prefer to do this tomorrow. When you practice those things, it gets embedded in you. It gets stronger. And guess what? It creates and shapes the reality around you. The more often you're in that space of healthy connection and boundary setting and living your life and loving your life, the more you let yourself breathe and marinate in that, the more is created, you know, because that that experience you're having is on an energetic level, on some cool wavelength of, of waves coming off of you, is shaping the reality around you. And so then when you're ready, when you feel strong enough, when you've practiced enough, when that neural connection is good, when the alignment between your head and your heart and your gut is strong, when it's there, that's when you're ready. And that's when the narcissist will naturally sort of leave your life, because you aren't the person that's a victim anymore. You aren't the person that draws and attracts them. And if they're not a true narcissist, then there's a good chance they'll evolve, because they won't want to lose you. They'll get some insights and some understanding, and they will decide that you're worth being in a relationship with. If they are a true narcissist, then they really won't care. They'll go on someplace else. So when you strengthen yourself, when you let yourself let go of that depression and recognize that you've got no chance if you stay in it, but you've got a really great chance of creating something new and better if you let it go and move forward. When you start to do that, the narcissist will not be attracted to you because you won't be a victim. You won't be someone that draws them in and makes them feel like, aha, this is my perfect prey, okay? The narcissist will move out of your life, and you will start to attract better people, okay? So here's your homework assignment for today. I want you to find one thing that you want to pray about. And by pray, I mean let yourself in your mind or in your body experience what you want to experience, whether it's kindness or love. One of the ways you can do this is, let's say, get a massage or energy work. Those are some of the most loving people around, and they will give you love in spades. So if you need something that makes you feel loved and nourished, do something like that. Find someone else to give it to so you can have that experience. Because the more you have that experience, the more you get that love and feel the love and are present with the love, then the more you create that love outside of yourself, okay? And if all the physicists are totally wrong and they're making it up, you at least have a much better chance if you go that route than if you decide that there's nothing you can do, okay? So, homework assignment today. Pray about something that you really want. Let yourself do it. Now, if you feel stuck and if this is too hard, message me, because I have anything from free meditations and blogs to coaching programs that I do. And if you're in the area, in the general area, we can throw in body work and energy work. And if you live, let's say, a couple hours away, let's say an hour and a half or so away in Chicago or something, we'll come up with something where we'll coach, and then about once a month I'll come out and do body work. So there's ways to do this. So reach out. I can help direct you into a good direction. And if you want to work with me, I would love to work with you and help you through this, because you do not have to do this alone, okay? So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And keep your eyes open for our expert group narcissism Zoom call. We'll be doing it within the next week or two when everybody can get together. And it should be a real gem of a call with all of these wonderful narcissism experts and all of the tools that they've used to grow strong and become really brilliant lights in the universe. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.